Fluttershy brings a service kangaroo to school. Evil Sunset Shimmer gets punched in the face. And Fluttershy receives detention for some reason. By Mockingbird. As Cheerilee looked at her 7 a.m. class, she rubbed her eyes. What? She wondered aloud. Is that? Fluttershy mumbled something. Cheerilee said, Please speak up, Fluttershy. Oscar isn't a that. Oscar is a she. And Oscar is a kangaroo. Yes, Cheerilee agreed. But what is a kangaroo doing in our classroom? Fluttershy gently petted the kangaroo's chest, which bore a neon orange vest with the words service animal. Cheerilee shook her head. I'm not sure a vest is enough to convince me. Do you have any actual documentation? Fluttershy stood and walked to the front of the room where she handed Cheerilee a large envelope. Cheerilee opened it and started reading. After a minute, Cheerilee said, This is a letter from a veterinarian. While I'm pleased to know your kangaroo has all its shots, Fluttershy whispered, Skip to the next page. Cheerilee found another letter, this one from a psychiatrist. So you've been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder? I suppose I can believe that. Most of the rest of the class nodded empathetically. I'm afraid of a lot of things, Fluttershy explained softly. Sometimes I worry that I'll lose all my pencils, and without anything to write with, I could flunk all my final exams, and the school might expel me, and without a high school diploma, what if I can't get any job except being forced to work for an animal fight club? I don't need that much explanation, Cheerilee said. If your service animal behaves itself, I'll allow it. Gently as a breezing murmuring in a treetop, Fluttershy replied, Thank you. She returned to her seat. For the rest of the hour, Fluttershy and Oscar tried their best to avoid causing even the least disruption or distraction. Once, when Fluttershy's pencil dulled, she handed it to Oscar, who instantly provided a sharpened replacement from her pouch. Cheerilee mused to herself. That kangaroo really is well trained. In Canterlot High School's dimmest, darkest hallway, the one where the custodian refused to replace any defective fixtures because he said the flickering fluorescent light tubes gave him a headache. In that scary place, Fluttershy cringed in a corner. I don't have any pencils, she pleaded. I gave them all to... A redhead with blonde streaks in her hair wearing a leather jacket slammed one hand against a locker. I don't want excuses. I need plenty of sharp pencils for the rest of my school day, and I need them now! Isn't there any other way? The school's official queen should never have to sharpen her own pencils! The redhead slammed the locker again. Fluttershy shrank in on herself even more. But, Sunset, I don't have... The bully grabbed Fluttershy's hair, pulled upwards. Ouch! Fluttershy squeaked, now standing high on her tiptoes. I told you, I don't have them. You'll have to... The service animal next to Fluttershy lifted one forepaw, clenched it in a fist. With the other forepaw, it tapped Sunset on the shoulder. Sunset turned to look. Oh, she chuckled, releasing Fluttershy's hair. This is hilarious. You're too afraid to defend yourself. so you brought an animal to fight for you. Well, the creature hasn't been born who can beat Sunset Shimmer. I'm going to hit your stupid animal so hard it'll be scared for the rest of its life. I'm going to beat the stuffing out of it and make it cry. I'm going to... No! Fluttershy squealed. Yes, Sunset replied. I'll destroy your stupid kangaroo. No, Fluttershy squeaked. Animals have feelings too. The only thing your kangaroo will ever feel for the rest of its short, miserable life will be pain. Fluttershy quivered with nervous tension. She made a fist and cocked her arm back. She swung. As Sunset's head rocked back and her body fell to the floor, the bully could not comprehend what was happening to her. Fluttershy whispered, "This is a lot like how I work the knots out of my bear friend's muscles, but I apply swift, sudden pressure to its shoulders and each side of its back, not to its face." Partway down the hall, a rainbow-haired girl watched with admiration. "That," she said, "was awesome!" She walked towards Fluttershy and reached to shake hands. "I'm Rainbow Dash, and I've never seen anyone give Sunset Shimmer what she deserves like that." Instead of grasping Rainbow's hand, Fluttershy cried, "I'm so sorry. I didn't want to hurt anyone, but I had to protect poor little Oscar." Rainbow looked up into the kangaroo's weather-beaten face. "Yes, I can see that." "So you understand? I'm so glad. I didn't want you to think I was a big mean bully. I don't want everyone to think I'm a bad person." "Nah, I think you're great, and I think we should be friends." Fluttershy peered through the hair that covered 2/3 of her face. "Really?" "Yeah, really. Let's eat lunch together." Half an hour later in a school nurse's office, Sunset Shimmer pointed at her own face. "That animal attacked me, and it's all Fluttershy's fault. That crazy zookeeper. You don't even want to know what she gets up to when no one's looking." Nurse Redheart spread disinfectant on Sunset's cheek. "That's a serious accusation." "Damn right it is," Sunset grumbled. "That beast should be put down." Sunset Shimmer led Vice Principal Luna into the school cafeteria and pointed dramatically. "There! That's the animal Fluttershy trained to attack people!" Fluttershy voiced a tiny cute noise. "No!" she said. She reached over to hold the kangaroo's paw. "Oscar didn't do anything." "Every expert on horse-trailing wildlife knows kangaroos are naturally skilled boxers," Sunset announced triumphantly. "And the first day you brought that horrible animal to school, I got punched in the face." She touched a bruise on her cheek. "It's no mystery." Fluttershy shook her head. "That's not true. Oscar is innocent." Sunset sneered. "I suppose you're going to say someone else did it?" Fluttershy nodded. "I cannot tell a lie. Today, after 4th period, when Sunset Shimmer was pulling my hair and making me cry and hitting things and trying to make me give her all my pencils, I punched her in the face." Sunset grimaced at Vice Principal Luna. "Are you going to let her get away with that?" Luna studied the timid-looking animal fancier. "Maybe." She cleared her throat. "I mean, let her get away with what?" "What I mean is, are you going to let her get away with saying she punched me in the face and it wasn't her kangaroo that did it?" Luna looked back and forth between Fluttershy and Oscar. "You have to admit," Sometimes appearances are confusing, but yes, Fluttershy does not appear to be the most plausible culprit. Fluttershy made a high-pitched sound in her throat, almost like a kitten growling. I'll prove it! She stood, marched towards Sunset, cocked a fist, and... Luna looked down at Sunset laying on the floor. Well, she said, how interesting. I demand another round, Sunset shouted as she slowly got to her feet. I demand a fair chance to knock that kangaroo's block off. I'm gonna kill him. Her, Fluttershy said. Luna sighed. Fluttershy, she took a deep breath. I have now witnessed you hitting Sunset Shimmer. It is my duty as a school administrator to assign you detention. Today, after school, should I call your parents to let them know? I'll text them myself, Fluttershy agreed. And thank you, Vice Principal, for letting me show you the truth. No fair, Rainbow Dash said. Sunset deserved to be punched out. The whole thing was her fault. Luna snorted, perhaps a half-stifled laugh. Hey, Rainbow Dash protested. Since the fight wasn't even Fluttershy's fault, can I have detention with her too, to keep her company? Luna intoned sternly. Miss Dash, that's not how detention works. We don't just hand it out to anyone who asks for it, not even on the basis of friendship. It's not some kind of reward. Rainbow snapped her fingers. I just had an idea. She tapped Sunset on the shoulder. Look at me. Sunset whirled. What the fuck? I swear I'm going to... Rainbow punched Sunset in the face. Wow, this is fun. I've been wanting to do this all year. Luna grabbed Rainbow's shoulder, pulling her away from Sunset. Miss Dash, you have in-school suspension for the rest of the day starting now, and after-school detention. No excuses. And don't try to treat your punishment as some kind of social club either. Yes, Miss Vice Principal Luna. Unconvincingly, Rainbow attempted to sound regretful. I'm sorry if I've disappointed you. Luna nodded. Her hand on Rainbow's shoulder gave a short, possibly reassuring squeeze. I hope you can keep from making this a regular habit. I'll try, ma'am. Fluttershy squealed with joy. She whispered, This will be the best detention ever. Author's note. No notes.
She's my service roo. She's trained to help, that's all. With a letter from the doc and a pouch full of grace, Oscar kept it chill, not a hair out of place. But peace can't last when bullies make a scene. And Sunset Shimmer burst in loud and mean. Oscar the kangaroo didn't throw a single punch. I swear it on my animal snacks and homemade bunny lunch. But when Sunset pulled my hair and screamed like a cartoon, I socked her in the jaw friendship ring. Oscar the kangaroo's a certified friend. She helps with anxiety and sharpen pencils on the mend. But if you mess with Fluttershy, now you know the score. You'll meet the ground and maybe one punch more. So yes, I got detention, but I found my crew and I learned what courage can really do. Oscar the kangaroo didn't start this fight, but I punched the bully and it felt kinda right. Oscar blinked, I smiled, rainbow grinned the whole while in sunset. Well, maybe she'll think twice next time.
It's the Mystery Pony Fiction channel. Also available as a podcast on Spotify. And Izzy Moonbow is best pony, by the way. Fiction. Bro, hoof, comment, subscribe.